Welcome to LexiMind. Welcome back to LexiMind. This is the channel where books meet language learning. I am so excited to guide you through this explainer today because we have got a truly life-changing topic to explore together. Today we're analyzing an absolutely amazing book. It's called The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Have you ever felt totally stressed out by other people? Like maybe a friend keeps making bad choices, or a coworker is just constantly annoying you, and you find yourself wishing they would just act differently? Well, we're going to look at how Mel Robbins suggests we can actually reduce all that relationship stress. And since this is LexiMind, we'll finish up this explainer with a special English vocabulary lesson. It's perfectly suited for B1 learners, using words straight from the concepts we're about to talk about. So here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, the need for control. 2, the let them theory. 3, the power of let me. 4, applying the theory. And finally, number 5, our vocabulary builder. Just relax, follow along, and enjoy the clear B1 level English structure. Let's dive right in. Okay, section 1, the need for control. Why we feel stressed. Let's uncover the root of so much of our daily tension. Mel Robbins points out a really fundamental law of human nature. She writes, all human beings have a hardwired need for control. Notice that word hardwired. It basically means we're born this way. It's deep in our biology. Think about it. Have you ever caught yourself silently correcting how someone else loads the dishwasher? Or maybe mentally rewriting a friend's text message because they're just doing it all wrong? We constantly battle to change people. We try to control situations, and we worry way too much about what other people think. And doing this, it creates so much unnecessary stress. We literally exhaust ourselves fighting against a law of nature, because at the end of the day, we simply cannot control others. That brings us perfectly to section 2, the let them theory, letting go of others. This is the first half of the book's core philosophy. Let's look at this comparison. On the left side, we see trying to control. This is an exhausting cycle. When you try to manage everyone else's happiness and choices, you're actually giving your own power away. It completely drains your energy. But look over at the right side. Let them. When you simply let people be exactly who they are, you get freedom. You are free from their drama and free from worrying about their opinions. It's a proven method to protect your time and your energy. Now, a really crucial point here is understanding what let them actually means by looking at what it is not. It feels good to blame people, but this theory isn't just about ignoring everyone. It's not an excuse to stop answering your phone or start ignoring your friends. It is absolutely not a reason to stay in a hurtful or dangerous situation, and it definitely doesn't mean being a doormat, which basically means you don't just let people treat you badly. Instead, think of let them as a tool to protect your inner peace. It's not a reason to avoid living your own life. All right, now for section 3, the power of let me, taking control of yourself. This is the really critical second half of Mel Robbins' equation. This brilliantly illustrates where your true power actually lies. You see, you can't just stop with let them. Actually, if you only say let them, you might end up feeling pretty lonely. You have to add the second part, let me. Let me take responsibility for what I want in life. Let me figure out what makes me happy. Let me develop better boundaries. So while you can't control other people, let me gives you 100% control over your own responses and your own actions. You get to choose what impacts you. Let's move right along to section 4, applying the theory, real-world relationships. Let's see how all this builds into our everyday adult lives. I absolutely love this chapter title from the book, Let Them Think Bad Thoughts About You. The honest truth is, people are going to have negative opinions about you. If you quit your job or cut your hair or try something totally new, someone, somewhere will have an opinion. So what? When you let the fear of what people think stop you, you become a prisoner. It is time to set yourself free. Let them judge, let them disapprove. Let me do what I want with my one precious life. Another huge application is how we help our friends and family. Let's walk through these 3 steps together. Step 1, stop rescuing adults from their problems. When you solve everything for someone, you actually stop them from learning. Step 2, allow them to face the natural consequences of their actions. Doing this helps them take responsibility for their own healing. And step 3, offer support but with conditions. Let them borrow your belief in them, for sure, but let them do the actual work. Okay, we've reached section 5, our LexiMind vocabulary builder. Learning these 8 specific words will really help you express all the wonderful concepts we just talked about using clear B1 level English. Let's look at our first two words. The first one is exhausting. It means making you feel very tired or completely out of energy. For example, trying to control everyone is exhausting. Our second word is procrastinate. This means to delay doing something, usually because you just don't want to do it. As the book teaches us, fear of judgment makes you procrastinate. You put off your own dreams because you're worried about what others will say. Moving on to words 3 and 4. Rescue. To save someone from a dangerous or bad situation. Remember our lesson from earlier? Don't rescue adults from their own problems. Let them fix it. Our fourth word is boundary. A boundary is kind of like an invisible line or a limit you set to protect your own time and energy. For example, I need to set a boundary with work so I have time for friendship. This is a really big part of the let me concept. Our next two words are super powerful. Sabotage. This means to secretly ruin, damage, or stop something from being successful. In the book, Mel Robbins says, we often sabotage our own happiness, usually without even knowing it, by worrying way too much about others. Next up is expectation. An expectation is a strong belief that something will happen or that someone will act a certain way. To be truly happy, you must release your expectations of others. Just let them be exactly who they are. Finally, our last two words for today. Struggle. This means to try very hard to do something that is difficult. When friends struggle, offer support, not a fix. Let them find their own way. And our eighth word is approval. Approval is the feeling or the showing that you think someone or something is good and acceptable. The core message of this whole book really is, stop chasing other people's approval. You only need to approve of yourself. Well, we have covered a lot of ground today in this explainer, from human psychology all the way to some fantastic new English vocabulary. So I want to leave you with this final, really important question. How will you use let them in your life today? Which relationship are you going to apply this to? And which new English word will you practice using first? Thank you so much for learning with me today. Keep practicing your English, keep protecting your peace, and I will see you in the next explainer.